Hey, welcome back. I was explaining in the previous clips how to fix the diamond, which is the corners, and then how to convert the edges, the center edges to be fixed for all the sides. So we started with the yellow, and then we fixed the yellow. Then we moved to the blue, where we oriented the red and the green in such a way that the centers are all fixed. Now we are in the step 2 completion. Now we are in the third step, where we need to have the centers fixed. There are three possible options or three possible scenarios that you will see generally. One is one of the centers is already fixed and the rest of the ones are not. For example, red and the yellow. So this is not fixed. Yellow, green, and green, red. So there are three centers that are not fixed and one is fixed. Blue with the blue. So this is fixed. This is one scenario. The other scenario is, the second scenario is, none of them are having it. That's a possibility, but it generally is rare. Generally, we will see the one center fixed and the rest of the three not fixed. But there are situations when all the four are not fixed. And the third situation is two of them are fixed. It's also a slightly rare situation where you will have the, let's say, blue and green, and blue and green is fixed. The yellow, it will be just a toggle between these two. These will not be fixed. So that's another option. So for if it is unsolved, you don't care. You just do the step that I will be telling you. If nothing is solved, if one is solved, you will follow a different step, and if two of them are solved, you will follow a different step. If nothing is solved, you can follow either of the step, because anyway it will align that to that. So now in this case, in our case currently we have the, I'll also try to simulate the other step of two of them getting solved. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, but if I do that, I'll have that added to this clip. But right now I'm going to go ahead with the third situation. I mean the second situation where, so keep it to your left hand side. Keep it like this. If this is the solved edge, solved side face, you keep it like this, and then do this. R U R prime U. This is one cycle. R U R prime U. This is second cycle. R U R prime U. This is third cycle. R U R prime U. This is fourth cycle. And generally if you do the four cycles, you will get the it may get in two cycles or it may get in four cycles. So if you have this on the left hand side, you will also see the other things are solved. So this is the solution for the scenario where one of them is solved. And if the rare situation where two of them are solved and it is not the two of them are not resolved, then we have to use the other formula. I'll explain it after I simulate that. But just imagine this. For you to do it, I can distort it and bring it back to the same position. Keep, let's say blue is the one that is solved. Imagine that this is not solved. I'm going to distort it now using the same R U R prime U, R U R prime U. If now you see that in 2 it has actually continued the blue to be in solved position, whereas the others are now distorted. All the three are distorted. Do the same thing, keep it on the left, and then you have to do R U R prime U, R U R prime U. See if it has solved this. It has not solved it, right? So do one more time. R U R prime U, R U R prime U. This will solve the, so either 2 cycles or 4 cycles. So this will actually solve the centers, and that will leave you with the center to be solved. For example, if you now look at it, the center, the inverted triangle is already there in all the 4 sides. So now you have solved the step 3, which is to, you have fixed the diamond, which is the step 1. Then you fix the center edges, the primary edges, that is step 2. And now you have fixed the centers also. This is the step 3. Okay, now we are left with the last step, which is to solve the 6 edges, the secondary edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the 6 edges. If you solve this, you are done with it, because you have the rest of those you have already solved. And most of the times it will be left with 2 or 3, but it will also get changed as we go. And in the next clip, I will explain you how this can be solved. But prior to that, I'll see if I can simulate the edge where there are two edge solutions and it is not solved. So give me a minute, let me simulate that. Okay, I'm able to now get the scenario 1 where nothing is solved. So if you see this, the diamonds are all in place, the center edges are in place again, and none of the edges are solved. This is also a slightly rare scenario. We don't get it normally. Normally we'll get one edge solved, one side is solved, one center is solved, but here it is nothing is solved. I just simulated this to get it, but you can get this scenario. So if you get this scenario, you can keep anything any other way you like and then do this. So let me keep the yellow as normally what I will do. I'll keep this and then you have to do this formula. Okay, so you have to do like this, keep this like this. As I said, it doesn't matter which it is. So you need to do the formula R L R prime L prime R L R prime L prime R L R prime L prime. Now you see this, it is actually solved. If you get none of the centers solved, that scenario, you'll have to go for R, L, R prime, L prime, and then you do it 3 times, 3 cycles. In the previous one, when we did the other one, it was actually 2 cycles or 4 cycles. In these situations, it will be 3 cycles. And keep in mind, when you have two centers solved, which is again a rare scenario. If you have two centers solved, let's assume that green and red are solved and the other two are not solved, then the yellow and the blue would be inverted. The yellow will come here and the blue will go here. So in such cases, you keep it such a way that the one that is solved, keep one of the centers as solved in your face and one of the centers solved here as a bottom, and then do the same thing that we said, R, L, R prime, L prime, R, L, R prime, L prime, R, L, R prime, L prime. If you do it 3 times, which is the 3 cycles, you will get the issue solved. So there are 3 situations, but generally that's it. The 2 centers solved being the scenario, which is more rare. It will not be easy. And most of the times you will get 1 center solved and 3 centers unsolved. And that, as I said in the, as I showed you, you should do it with the RU, R prime, U prime. So, RU, R prime, U, RU, R prime, U. That is one cycle. So, 2 cycles. And if that does not solve it, try 2 more cycles and you should be getting it solved. So, those are the solutions that will fix you the step 3, which is actually solving the center. And with these, you should be able to get to a 4th step, which is the next clip, which I'll explain you how it can be solved intuitively. Till then, have a small break. Thank you.